Well, this is super exciting. So if you've been watching my channel, you know I've been waiting on my new motorcycle, and I had two motorcycles. I had the Honda PCX 160, which I thought it was going to take a while to sell. Ended up selling it in 2 days. That was like 2.5 months ago. And I have a dirt bike, a KLX 155 Kawasaki, which is just a flat-out dirt bike. And if you remember, I was selling both of them so I could buy this motorcycle. This particular one I'm getting is a Honda CT125. It's been back ordered. They said it was going to take 3 to 4 months, but I just got a text today and it said your motorcycle's ready to be picked up, which is very exciting because I thought it was going to take longer. That's what they led me to believe, that it was going to be even longer than what they told me. So I'm getting ready to head on out there. It looks like there may be rain coming. I don't care. I just want to go see this motorcycle. So we're going to head on out there now. Okay, we are here in Cub House. As you can see, this is a motorcycle dealership and they sell specialty mini bikes. They have a coffee house here in the middle, and I've seen other videos from other parts of Thailand. They're all set up about the same. This is the model that I have. This is not the color. This is the green one right here, which is really nice. CT125. And if you're thinking, Tony, would you get a 125 for? That's not very powerful. Well, Tony don't like to go too fast, so that ain't a problem. So I'll show you around and then I'll show you mine, which I've already seen it. I was like, I haven't touched it yet, but I just asked if that was mine. Right now they're getting our paperwork ready. So this is called the Dax. Apparently they're sold out of these. This one's called the Monkey. This is another type that they sell here. But whatever, let's go to mine. So, here's the red one that I told you about, that it came in 3 colors. This is a Super Cub, but this one is mine right here. Yes, that is it. There it is. It looks good too. Too bad that seat's gonna come off. The tires are coming off, and then right here will be a place for Kindle to sit. Then there'll be a rack on the back, and then it'll have an area to store things. And right here where you see the handlebars, there's going to be a crossbar right there. And then on the front, you see this headlight. There'll be a protective covering over the headlight. There will also be some pegs that we're going to put down here below so Kendall can put her feet there. As you can see, there is absolutely nothing there. And yeah, this is the little CT125. Now, I don't think I'm picking it up today because I need them to put on the accessories. I am going to pay for it today.
4 gears.
4 gears.
4 gears.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 gears.
Okay.
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 No start.
Okay, so let's see the start button. Okay. Oh. Okay.
This one, gas để vậy, cao ha.
Ở đây khung 10 đi. Nhưng một gas khung 10.
No, gasoline. Gasoline 91. It's manual for Thai language.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Alright.
Right.
Okay, finish.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, not tomorrow.
Okay. Go tomorrow. Okay, come. All right, here it is. This is the next day, and they've got it with all the accessories on there. And I get to try it out today. Woohoo. Oh, she looks good with all those accessories on it. All right, you know I'm some kind of excited about getting this today, so let me show you around it. So there is the container for the back of it. What I ended up doing is I knew I was getting a seat put on here so Kendall could sit on it, which took up all the room for this. But on a website called Bees Deals, and here in Thailand, I found this extension here to where I could still have one of these to carry all my stuff with, and Kendall would still have a spot there to sit on. This is normally where it would go. And then here is a heat shield, so when Kendall rides on the back, she doesn't burn her legs. Here's a heat shield, but this is just kind of like a extra protection. Also, I had these pegs put on it for her feet because it really wasn't made for two people. So that way she's got a place to put her feet. Also, the seat is upgraded. I told you about that already, where this is just a more comfortable seat. Coming around, there's the guard in front of the light. It's just a little cheap add-on there. It just looks cool, basically. And the tires. So these are way more aggressive tires. The other tires that they took off, they did give back to me along with the seat. There's Ethel. Hey. Is right here. You could see where those are good tires for the road, but not the greatest for off-road. I'm sure they would have done well, but just not as well as what I put on there. And there's the original seat with all of the hardware. This is Lucy. Say hey, Lucy. Okay. Well, anyway, going back over here, see what else. Oh yes, the crossbar across the front, so I can put on all the peripherals. Now, what I have to get used to is this shifter here. I am used to, well, here's the dirt bike that I'm selling to pay for this one, and I already sold my street motorcycle as well. But I'm used to this kind of shifter, the kinds you go down and you just put your toe up. It's the same kind of concept with this, I believe, and I don't know this for sure, but this was made so you really could wear even flip-flops instead of having to dig your toes underneath here and push up. You just push down on this side and down on this side with your heel. So one is shifting up and the other is shifting down. Now the interesting thing about that method is that there's no clutch. If you look over here on your standard dirt bike, you've got a clutch, so you pull this and then you shift the gears. But you don't have that in this particular style of shifter. But anyway, I'm super excited to give this a try, which I will do here soon. One other thing to mention, it's not really an upgrade, but they gave me the keys to everything along with the code, and that is right here is all the keys. But I have my own keychain. Yes, it is a small little version of the motorcycle in the color. Everything is exactly the same. The best $3 I ever spent. So whenever I got on the motorcycle, I started it up and I noticed that it was on E. And when I mean on E, it had E and it was flashing. So it was delivered almost totally out of gas. Luckily, I don't live that far from a gas station, and I was able to make it there and get gas put in there. I think it was 91 is what I put in there. They said I could put 91, 95, or E20, but she did say at first you could use 95, so that's what I did. And anyway, this thing handles great. I love driving it. It wasn't hard to get used to using the new shifter. The shifter's actually fairly easy to use. It's straightforward. You rev like this. Let's say I want to go up a gear, let off the gas, press down, and then start with the gas again. That simple. If I want to downshift, let off the gas, and then use my heel to downshift. And that's all there is to it. It looked like it was going to be a lot more complicated. Actually, it's more complicated doing the traditional kind where you push down and up with your toe. In my opinion, this is much easier, and you could wear flip-flops if you decided to ride a motorcycle with flip-flops, you could easily do that, and you'll see many Thais riding the Honda Wave, which has the same kind of shifting mechanism, and they're almost always in flip-flops, it seems. So I could see why it's a very popular way of shifting. Now the motorcycle for me is a great size. It's smaller, it's quiet, it's good for on-road, it's good for off-the-road. Riding it is very smooth. This new seat I bought from Diablo is very comfortable. And it cost, I think it was 150 baht to fill it up completely, which was like 3.9 liters. Now I'm taking it on this little bumpy back road here just to see how it does on not a smooth road, something that isn't smooth, and it's doing really well. But yeah, this handles the bumps and everything really well, which if I was on my PCX, it would feel like I was ripping the thing apart. This feels really good. I love how it's so quiet. That's gonna help whenever I do videos and I don't have to talk over a loud engine like my dirt bike. Yeah, getting used to this motorcycle is very easy now. I will say that, I have experience now since living in Thailand for 1.5 years of driving scooters, and I have experience driving a dirt bike. So it makes the transition to something like that very easy. But I think if this was your first motorcycle, you would be able to handle it very well. I would not suggest picking it up in the city and then just trying to drive home if it's your first time in traffic in Thailand. No, that would not be the way to go. What I did is I had asked them if they would deliver it to my house, which of course they did, and they did it for free, which was really nice. Now they also gave me a helmet and a shirt, which was really nice. It was a retro style helmet, and I'll probably never use it because I really like the helmet that I already have. It's a full face helmet with lots of protection, and I use the front for holding my GoPro, which you're watching now, and you can't do that with a faceless type helmet. But what I am going to do is keep that for whenever somebody's coming to visit, or if I find somebody that's poor and needs a helmet, I'll just give them that one. It's really cool. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribed. And we bring all things to you Chiang Mai and the near vicinity. And we will have this motorcycle in other episodes. If you happen to find this video by me putting the name brand of a motorcycle into the video, if you want to see this in action, look for some in the future, because I will be taking this on some off-road adventures, I would say within a week. It should be pretty quick. Say no longer than 2 weeks, that's for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching, and until next time, Kap Kun Kap.